G'day everyone. This video I'm going to show you how to retrofit a pair of facelift taillights into a pre-facelift Audi S8 or A8 model. Let's get into it. Up first we're going to be removing these outer taillights. To do that you want to pop your hood and you'll be able to locate two plastic holes each side, just up here. Two on that side, two on this side. These two plastic plugs here come out really easy. If you don't want to damage the trim, just use a trim removal tool, or just get in there with your nails and they pretty much pop right out, easy peasy. Now that we're inside, you'll be able to see two nuts there. To undo those nuts you'll need a 12mm socket and either a ratchet or a screwdriver to undo them. You want to be careful when you pull these out, to pull them out nice and slow, as you don't want the nut to fall down inside here. Now for the removal, so I just want to support it at the back here and pull from either the top, sort of the lip here, and the bottom. When you're pulling it you want to be mindful not to tear your plastic trim here, so just be nice and gentle with it. Just sort of pry it out, and then you should be able to get at the back here a bit easier, and she should just come out like that. Now this plastic trim is it's got some adhesive onto it, so you kind of just want to sort of be nice and gentle with it without tearing it. You should be able to pull it off nice and gently. And out we come. The clip here is a pretty simple clip. All you need to do is just pry the little tab backwards and that should pop right off quite easily. There we go, that's your tail light out. Now with installing these facelift taillights, you may be required to make a few adjustments just with the fitment. So you'll see with the facelift taillights, they use this sort of a sort of little star screw here, which is on a thread. So you want to be able to twist that. Now obviously the old ones, they used a much better design with a comes into focus just with a nut there, which was obviously attached to the washer, which is a much better design. Now I don't have the required tool for this little star, so I'm just going to use a just some vise or some pliers here, and you just want to fit it in here and basically just get all your panels nice and flush. So once you're happy with the fitment, I've just put a little bit of double-sided tape along this trim here. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, I'll just put a bit of super glue on it. Basically, you just want to connect up the connector here. You can't put this in the wrong way. It will only go in one way, just until it clicks. And then basically, you just line up the ball. Sitting quite nicely there. Obviously I've already gone and aligned this quite nicely, so I'm just going to come around here and replace the nuts that we took out when we removed the old one. And you just want to do this up nice and sort of evenly, just to keep all your panels as straight as you can. It's a little bit fiddly and time consuming, but definitely worth it in the end if you take your time with this. So it's pulling in very nicely there, nice and tight. Gap's nice and even all the way around here. When you're finished with this side, you just want to replace the little plastic clips here. You'll see the little tabs here, just want to line them up with the little tabs, sort of little slots there. They should just clip right in. Done, and repeat with the other side. Once the other side's done, we'll want to move on to the boot tail lights. For that, first off, we want to remove our little toolkit here. To do that, you've got, this is basically just held in by 4 screws underneath these 4 little covers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This middle cover here, just leave that in, you don't have to remove it. To remove these covers, you can either use a little plastic trim removal tool. You just want to get in underneath there. There you go. And just repeat. You'll see they're held in by 4 Phillips head screwdriver screws there. I want to go through and remove these bottom ones first. When you're removing these top ones, you just want to support the toolkit because it is quite a bit of weight in it. If easier, obviously you can go through and remove all the tools first, which is probably the best way to go about it. And that slides right out, nice and easy. For the next step here, we'll want to pull back this nice trim cover here. There's about 4 little clips that run along the bottom here. For these, you just want to sort of find where the clips are. So there's one there, there's one here, and you sort of just want to pull from that clip there and just sort of yank it out. There's no easy way to go about it. You just got to pull them out nice and sturdy. Once you pull back the cover here, you'll be able to see 3 nuts. I'll zoom in here for you. So you'll be able to see 3 nuts there. 1, 2 and 3 up here. You want to remove these nuts with a 8mm socket and ratchet. Basically all you need to do is just sort of break the seal on them, and then they'll come off quite easily by hand. Once you remove the nuts from the rear of the lights here, you'll see there's a little seal here, little weather seal as such. I'm not sure if new headlights will come with this or not, but I know my second-hand ones that I bought had this attached to it, so I'm just going to remove this from the boot here. Just want to pry it up nice and easily. It's just held on by adhesive, but we don't want to damage it. Once you have the little seal off here, you should be able to quite easily pull these lights out. If they do need a little bit of encouragement, you can always just go in behind the cover here and just push them out from the mounting bolts. Now there is a grommet at the back here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Bring this camera around a bit more. Yeah, so same as the outer tail lights, the boot ones also have these adjustable screws here, just to adjust the fitment in the vehicle. So you want to trial fit this until you're happy, and then before you go ahead with the installation. So I've already bolted this all up and I was happy with how the fitment, so I'm ready for the final install. Once you have the light in there, you just want to put all your little nuts back on. Screw them back on like so. And we'll connect up the electrical connector again. Now before we go any further, you just want to make sure that all the lights work and it's not pulling any codes on the dash, which hopefully it doesn't. Alright, let's see that all checked out properly, and if it is, we'll go ahead and finish and put it back together. So now that all the lights have all tested out, we've got no errors on the dash, so that's all good. Want to go ahead and start putting everything back together. For this panel piece here, we just want to start at the top here first. So I'll just guide up the clip and push them in. Nice, give it a nice firm push. And we'll put the toolbox back on. Oh, we had our tow hook just fall out there. Once all your screws are in, get all your little covers and line up the little tabs with the sort of little tab holes in here. And that will clip in nice and easy. And that's us done. Thanks for watching, everyone.